Growing up, I was always a very anxious, sort of socially awkward kid. And that was when I first started getting proper anxiety-based symptoms. But I continued to ignore it because I didn't want to acknowledge it. I then went and did building surveying at Coventry Uni, which I loved. It was the best choice I could have made. It was around dissertation time, waking up in the middle of the night, unable to breathe. When you're diagnosed with generalised anxiety disorder, you have to fill out this questionnaire. Like there's a scale of 1 to 21 or 1 to 24. I mean, I can fluctuate from like an 8 up to a 19 quite easily within a week. It really knocked my confidence in what I could do and what I was able to achieve. I had a 6-month APC meeting, which is where the counsellor sees how you're getting on. And that ended up culminating in a full-blown panic attack in the meeting room, which I ended up passing out on the floor. Like a week later, we had to have a sit down and sort of discuss what had happened. What I got was, maybe you're not cut out for this. Maybe you're not meant to be a surveyor. It's a very stressful job. I was told to not ever tell anyone that I had anxiety because it would hold me back and that I would not be able to progress in my career because no one would allow someone to have a more senior role if they had anxiety. And so people post-war were brought up by people who were very much with the view that you did not talk about your feelings. That's partly why I've decided I want to become an assessor as well, because I think those kind of attitudes, you need to be on the inside to be able to start making that difference. Often some of the best leaders are actually introverts because they listen to the team and they will value everyone equally and take on their opinions and consider them fully. When I've been in that state of franticness and I have taken the time to step away and do even the briefest meditation, it gives me a much better control over what I am doing, acknowledging senses around you. So it's trying to acknowledge what you see and what you can feel and what you can smell. So my time with JLL was really good. I got a really good support network around me, some great supervisors. I felt safer to be myself and also to acknowledge my anxiety issues. So I think it would be really good if there were initiatives to have mandatory training for team leaders to be able to see the warning signs. Even if you have anxiety, you are still a very good, functional, useful member of the team, and that it is completely worth investing. There should be ways to utilise what they are good at and allow them to build on a career with the opportunities to receive additional training or support to build their confidence. Going to speak to different companies on behalf of Lionheart. Almost every time there is someone who just sort of sticks around until the end, who comes up to talk to me and just says how much they appreciated my honesty about how I feel, and that it gives them an opening to be able to talk about it themselves. Is that for anyone who is suffering, be it anxiety, depression, or just generally just a little bit too stressed, that it is okay to not be okay, and that the best thing you can do is ask for help instead of worrying too much about what is happening externally, because ultimately the most important thing for people to know is that you are the most important thing. It's not work, it's not your commitments to other people. You need to look after you first.